Powder had all the pressure on him to make the changes in this match.
Yeah, let's find out what Greensheep has to say about that. Greensheep, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, congratulations on your win, and I just want to know, why Freeze Mage in Game 5? I haven't seen you play that pretty often, and actually I've never seen you play that. I want to know how many games you have under your belt playing it, and it was a really good queue up.
I mean, Freeze Mage is like your mortal enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm like the worst Freeze Mage player in the world. Like the last game I played with Freeze Mage was in like, was it the half stats like invitational, whatever it was, where I played it against Kit Kats, and I accidentally triggered his ice barrier.
Well, I mean, you looked fantastic in game number 5. I want to talk about this matchup because both of you guys have kind of been all over the board with your deck choices. But in this one, you're starting to look a little bit more focused and find the decks that are really working for you. And lately, Grim Patron has been a big talking point. Talk to us about some of the changes you've been making to your game to get to these points where you're starting to have actual very favorable matchups for you.
Well, I think that Grim Patron's like probably it is the strongest deck right now. So I think that people even you can't really counter Grim Patron. The only way of countering Grim Patron, I guess, is like double Ooze and Harrison, and still even with that, Grim Patron somehow just wins anyway. So I think Grim Patron's a really strong deck, and like even in HPL format, people should still play that deck. And I noticed that I haven't been playing like Hunter for a while, so I figured that I should break out the Hunter again. And my Hunter list was pretty unique. I guess I based it off Game King's list that he's been using. He's been playing like the Web Spinners alongside the Leopard, kind of like a hybrid deck, but he put in Howlmasters as well, which like Howlmasters are a really strong card. So I think for Hunter, like you definitely want to use that card since like the stats on it are so strong. So I just played like a unique version of Hunter, and it worked out there against Patron. And really for the last game, I was like, what should I play? Like, what would be the most unpredictable deck I could play? I was like, yeah, Freeze Mage, that has to be it. And I thought that he probably wouldn't queue Patron Warrior again, so because I noticed that Powder doesn't like queuing like stuff 2 times in a row. He likes to like switch up a lot. So I figured he wouldn't be queuing the Patron Warrior again. So that's probably the only or one of the bad matchups for Freeze Mage. I decided that I've probably upped my Freeze Mage game since last time I played it, and I felt pretty confident that I could play Freeze Mage to a decent level, enough to win a game, and it worked out.
Well, you just said you kind of found, you were like, what's the most fun deck I could play, most off-the-wall deck in Game 5? And it's Freeze Mage. Can we expect more from you like that? You know, are you going to play any fun decks, anything kind of just like YOLOing, anything like that?
Well, I only have 1 match left, and that's against Show on Monday. And Show's like currently like the top of HPL, I think. Like he's the leader of HPL.
He's definitely up there.
Yeah.
That's quite a mismatch. I'm the bottom, and he's the top. So who knows what I could bring.
Well, I do want to talk a little bit more about this. You know, coming up against such a big opponent who's been performing so well so far. Talk to us about the challenge you faced in this one, because it feels like that you've just been fighting through so much adversity, not only in HPL, but just sort of in everything that's been going on around you. We've been seeing you play while you're sick. You were still going through school while the season was going on. Talk to us about what this match means to you in terms of winning it.
Well, this year in general has been really hectic. Like the beginning of the year, I still like school and stuff, but now I'm on like summer break. I have more time to commit to the game, so I've been putting out more results. Like you saw me at Valencia, I won that, and I had pretty decent results like in like ladder and online tournaments. But for like I haven't won a HPL match in like a few weeks, so winning a HPL match feels good. But my overall score doesn't feel that great. But it's each match that counts, and I just take it one by one and just celebrate every single match that I can win.
Yeah, I like to hear the spirit from you. And you said you didn't like Freeze Mage, you felt like you were doing poorly with it, but honestly, in your game, you looked fantastic. And the last thing I want you to do is be underestimating yourself, because I think you're a bright young guy with a very strong future in Hearthstone if you keep practicing and keep working hard. Congratulations on your win tonight.
Thanks.